Hi, everybody. Welcome to our group. We are so excited to be with you today. This group is called Evergreen, and we'll explain a little bit about how we came to that name later. But we wanted to give you a kind of a caption on how we even came to think of this group and what to expect and what each of us has to lend to this, getting us started. And so I came up with this brainchild, and I really just felt like the age group that I am in, 40s to 60s, are a really neat niche. And for many different reasons, but I feel like very underutilized at the same time. Um, and I decided I really wanted to get in touch with some women who were in the stage of life that I'm in, but more importantly, in the stage ahead of me, so that I knew what was coming and I knew what to expect. And I wanted to learn about all different kinds of, maybe not new, but new stages of the topics that I've already known. And so, I was so excited to kick this off, and I wanted to make sure that I had some friends with me doing it. And so, my first friend came to mind, and I thought, oh my gosh, Pam Carey has been my go to as far as, what's next for me, and what's next in parenting, and what's next in my hormones, and really just what's next in my marriage, because she is just about one stage ahead of me in that. And so I reached out to Pam and I threw this idea at her and I said, what do you think about this idea of creating a group that's part talk show, part podcast, part magazine, um, just a place where women can come together and learn and get support and feel valued. And she was all in, weren't you, Pam?
Yes, for sure. And that's Kristen Jakubowski, and she's just an anchor in my life. And the first time I met her, I knew that there was something special about her, and whether we would work together or just be friends, or, we don't live in the same town. She used to live by me and then she moved away. But I just love her energy. And I just love people. So I have 5 kids, and I've spent the last, they're 17 to 25 now. So the last couple of decades raising kids. Before that, I was in a career in a corporate job. But I am like all gas, no brakes, a lot of times. And people come to me naturally for information because I've been there, probably because I have like all these circles of opportunity, right? To run into snags about things or successes too. And so raising kids, people used to say to me in the old days, you should write a book, before all this video opportunity here. And I was like, oh yeah, I should. And I'm not a journaling person, and I'm never going to write it down. I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to write it down. So I was like, yeah, I should write a book. I do have things to share. And people do look to me as a resource. And I have my neighbor who I'll talk to you about one day, and she's 15 years older than me. And I have had my ear to the ground since she moved in. With her kids that are 15 years older than mine. And I kind of had that guide that Kristen was referring to. And I thought, wow, that's really valuable. We got to recommend that to our friends. So I kind of put that into my hat of, tips. And I've just loved to take care of people. And I have a lot of things to share. And this is a great format to do that in because it's open and it's safe. The community is secure here. We're very candid about life. And we didn't get a manual of how to live our life in this chapter, and darn it, I didn't get one. And so we're going to sort of create that in this audio visual form. And just recently I was thrown into the aging parents arena, and that's new for me. So I'm searching now. My parents live across the country, and I had to jump into their world last month and had that flexibility and opportunity to do that for a while. But man, what did I do? I ordered up some books from Amazon. I looked at some podcasts. I found a Facebook event that's going on this week even about how to educate myself about those things that they're dealing with. And honestly, it's a challenge. So I thought too about my friend, Becky Choate, who is a little bit ahead of me. And she's been there a little bit, and I thought she could help me too. So she referenced a couple of her tips to me, and I'm like, wow, we need to be doing this for more people. So I want to introduce you to Becky Choate.
Oh, and it's so fun, you guys, just to have a gathering. And as you guys were talking, I was thinking when we had little kids, I don't know if you guys belong to a group called MOPS, Mothers of Preschoolers, but it was for all the same life stage, right? That we were all together. What do you do to potty train? What do you do when they won't nurse? What do you do? Well, this is our MOPS, but we'll have to calling it Evergreen, because we're a group of women wanting to, talk around the table about what do you do about X, or what did you guys find, or this is the glitch I'm finding with my adult child. So for me, when I heard about Pam and Kristen's idea, I thought, gosh, this is so good, because I'm postmenopausal, 53 postmenopausal. So that's kind of stuff that I'm thinking about, really wrestling with. Like, I've had to exercise a little bit differently because of that. I'm a new grandma and a mother-in-law, and I want to just be my best self in all of those stages, and we want to encourage each other to be our best selves. And so as we were throwing out these ideas and everything, I thought of my friend Francine, who, it's a fun story, we'll talk about it later, but she and I went to high school together. And so I wanted her to know about this too. So take it away, Franz.
Yeah, thank you. And I was so excited because you see three of the reasons why I would be excited, of course, but the thing that gets me excited is talking about mental health, because that's something all of us have, and yet it's like the one thing everybody doesn't want to talk about, right? And I'm finding myself also 53, but at a stage in my life where I thought things would be more settled and I would have more answers, and I'm finding that instead of more answers, I'm having lots more questions. I am a divorcee. This is my second marriage, and I adore my husband. But we have 3 adult children, a couple from me, 1 from him, and just trying to merge all that. And all of a sudden he found himself retired, and now we're moving again. And I have a mother who I don't care for, but somebody should. The woman's going through her second adolescence. She's, you guys, a record player, and all of Engelbert Humperdinck's vinyls, and she's going to town. So anyway, just, getting a kick out of her, but just trying also to live our best life, but also figure out all these health challenges and mental health challenges, and just all the stuff that just comes with life these days, right? So I was so excited to join forces with these ladies, and Kristen's going to tell you why we settled on the name Evergreen.
So this has been a labor of love, I will be honest. When we first started, we thought, all right, we've got a great name. And we're like, something just isn't right. We just weren't satisfied with the original name that we had picked. And so we decided not to be in a rush and to really take our time and decide what we wanted this group to be and how we wanted to represent ourselves and represent all of the people that will come and join us. And so we came up with the name Evergreen. And I do have some notes here. And when we researched the Evergreen, it's something that remains functional through more than a season. And we were like, yes, we have been functioning in our lives at a high pace for many seasons. And I believe that this is a stage of our lives that we still have half of our lives yet to live. And so the more knowledge we can gain and the more people we can link arms with, the better to get through these next, several decades of our lives. It's perennial, it's renewed, and it's steadfast. And we thought that feels good. That feels like something that we want to represent. The colors that we chose in our logo were pretty important to us too. And we chose blue and green. And blue really stands for serenity, stability, inspiration, wisdom, reliability, and health. Who could even tweak that list at all? I want all of those things right now and for the rest of my life. And then green, refresh, renewal, peace, calming, verdant, nature, growth, and health as well. So we will be talking about a lot of different topics as we take you through this group. We will have a lot of really amazing women that are going to share their experiences and their expertise. And we are also going to do a lot of sharing of resources with you, books that we love, podcasts we love, authors, and webinars, calls that we have that we have done before that are recorded and that we can share with you on different topics. We're just really excited to be together. We really encourage you to invite your friends who are in this stage of life to this group and who can gather information and learn and add to the excitement of this group. And we want this to be a really joyful place, a very safe place, like Pam noted, and just somewhere where we can make you feel like these are going to be some of the best years of your life, and doing it together is much more fun. So thank you so much, and we'll see you all soon.